right, guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI, how about AI, ecosystem in under 30 minutes. Hey, smash the like on the show wherever you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on X, if you're maybe watching over on Abstract. And, of course, make sure you subscribe here to SlamX Official over on YouTube, especially if you can't catch the live shows. You can always go back and rewatch them over here on YouTube. Of course, make sure you follow us at SlamAI_XYZ over on X. And our flagship AI agent, it's called the Swarm. Follow at the Swarm_AI. That's also on X. All right, let's get into the show today. It should be probably a little shorter. There's not a ton going on in AI, but we are going to dive into the market, into some top happenings across the AI ecosystem here. And the story I'm going to start with, it's actually not AI, although I think it's relevant here. Guys, the SEC has dismissed another one of their investigations here. First, it was Coinbase last week. Then it was OpenSea. Then we heard Robinhood. And just here in the past hour, we've heard that the SEC no longer going to pursue litigation against Uniswap. It's great news, but it's great news for AI, maybe more than anywhere else, because there's so much building happening here in AI. And you better believe some people weren't sure what they can build and how far they can go and what they could do with all these things hanging over their head. Past administration, it was basically, you can't do much here in crypto without being afraid that the SEC is coming for you. Again, I think those times are in the past. Building is now back on the menu. This is incredibly bullish for AI, which is where most of the building is happening here this cycle. It is an AI cycle here. So great news here. It's for all of crypto, but especially AI where the innovation is happening. Man, you love to see it. All right, let's take a look at the AI ecosystem here. Market cap, mind share here. Homer, great to see you, man. Welcome. Looking at the total market cap here, yes, down in the past 24 hours, about 5%, but actually a little higher than it was just even a few hours ago. You've been following crypto, I'm certain of it, and you've seen it's rough out there. Bitcoin as low as 87K. Across the board, it's red as far as you can see, and AI, really no exception. That said, AI is maybe holding up a little better than the rest because it had already fallen quite a bit here over the past few weeks. So 6 billion market cap here. See if we hold around these levels, if we have further to fall. And honestly, we probably can go a bit lower, but for now, so far, so good. By the way, retweet the show. I didn't do that myself. I'm going to take a minute here and actually do that. We'll look at market caps and mindshare and favorite tokens. If you guys have any tokens that you're in particular a fan of, drop it in the chat and we can go over those too. Again, it's a lighter day of news. Give me a second, guys. I just want to get this retweeted. All right, there we go. There we go. We got that in. Okay. Christian, great to see you, man. Okay, we're going to go by categories here, starting with the agents directly. Remember, and I'll keep saying this until it's fixed on cookie.fun, but AI XBT, for whatever reason, is not included in the rankings. It would be the number one agent by, maybe not by market cap, actually, now that I look at this, but by mind share, absolutely. But if we're looking at market caps here for agents, Fartcoin is on top there, $285 million market cap, followed by Act, Goat, Corgi AI, and then Griffane. In the infrastructure sector, AI16Z on top there too. Yeah, not surprised. We're going to talk more about AI16Z later this week. In fact, they have their new, what is it called? The Clank Tank. It's that AI Shark Tank type of show. We mentioned this Friday. First episode dropped this weekend. Look, I don't want to watch the whole thing. It's all right. It's what you'd imagine AI acting as the judges on these AI project pitches. It's only 10 minutes long, but I got to tell you, it's not super engaging. So I don't want to spend too much time like watching it, but it's worth covering because you got to imagine that only gets better. Point there, ultimately, AI16Z does have a lot going on in their ecosystem. That comes from their DAO, so we'll check in on that later this week. ARK is behind AI16Z when it comes to market cap, followed by Ava, Swarms, and SNAI. And then in the DeFi, it's Hey Anon on top, followed by Griffane, LMT, Buzz, and then Grift. Now, we put all these categories together, and we're going to look at top mindshare. And like I said before, it would be AI XBT on top if it were factored in here. But without it, it's Fartcoin on top, followed by AVA or Ava. Kiki, the AI art project that is featured at Christie's. Incredible stuff. Then we have Buddy, and then Billy. It's Ask Billy Betts, one of my personal favorites out there across any type of flavor of AIs. Billy Betts is legit. It's different. Big fan. We're going to dive into specific tokens that these are my barometer. This is my way to measure the health of the ecosystem. 5 very specific tokens here. AI XBT is first and foremost. It is many would consider top dog when it comes to agents. Sitting here at $165 million market cap, up in the past 24 hours, actually. So it actually fell a bit lower than this. But I think AI XBT, look, I don't want to say is in trouble, but you could argue that all agents and tokens may still be overvalued where they're at even now with the ecosystem down so much. That said, this is still cream of the crop agent. So could go either way, and also I expect the entire ecosystem to still have a bit of a bubble that reinflates here. We'll see. Venice, VVV. Look, not excluded from the pullback we've seen the past few days. Nice little recovery here just in the past few hours, really. But down 2% in the past 24 hours. $137 million market cap on that. Venice, by the way, just released some details about their API, some instructions for actually accessing it. Maybe that's a little bit of why we're seeing this little bounce here. Again, just in the past few hours. They're also out at ETH Denver right now. So just so anybody is aware, ETH Denver, a conference out in Denver. It's not NFT focused. It's not crypto focused. It's kind of all of the above. And yes, AI also represented there too. So I imagine we're going to get some interesting stories out of Denver here over the next few days. Fartcoin, $288 million market cap. This is, when it comes to AI meme coins, it's top dog. I mean, it's bigger, higher market cap than AI XBT. So holding still, but again, a shell of what it was. We used to have calls for Fartcoin to be a multi-billion-dollar coin. At its peak, trying to remember, $1.5 billion or so was maybe threatening to get to $2 billion, and how the mighty have fallen. And then GOAT, a personal favorite of mine, now down to a almost $92 million market cap, but down almost 5% here in the past 24 hours. There's a lot of soul searching going on here in AI, and with some of those market caps I mentioned that were just a month ago, maybe a couple months, these tokens, these projects, just kind of a shell of their former self. Look, value doesn't equal quality. It just doesn't in this space. Value typically has more to do with mind share. I think we've learned that at this point. But still, you're seeing projects here like Griffane. At one point was around 250 mil, down to 49 mil as of the time of this tweet here. AI XBT, again, 160 mil. Used to be over $1 billion. Things are changing a lot. What really strikes me is other tokens, Quant Agency. You have some really solid agents here who now are under $1 million market cap. And I do think this is the new norm. I think these are agents with their tokens settling at around maybe a more realistic price. Remember, there's going to be billions of agents, right? It's not thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not even millions of agents. We will ultimately have billions of agents. And so for that to happen, you have to imagine the value of them, the price of the tokens, the market caps are going to be substantially lower than we're seeing now. It will just continue to spread out. But also it's a consolidation that's happening. If you caught the morning show, we were looking at a comment from the CIO of Bitwise talking about basically the crypto market cap going to 2x over the next year. And I agree with him. I think we'll see that. But a majority of tokens out there will probably lose like 90% of their value. And what he's really saying is there's going to be a consolidation into the best tokens, best projects. And really, that is what we're starting to see now. That doesn't mean that we're not going to see everything up for periods of times like we typically do, right? We get these little hot bull market cycles and everything's up. It will happen. But for the most part, you're going to see this flight to quality. And so we are seeing that to a degree, even in AI here with AI 16Z and ARC holding up really, really well compared to the rest of the that ecosystem. So we're certainly watching for that. And then speaking of ARC, that is the 5th token I like to check in on daily here, holding up really well. $224 million market cap, up over 11% here in the past 24 hours. Really, really strong token, infrastructure play here. also expanding to abstract here in the near future. They have an agent as well, but each agent has its own token. So this is basically a bet on the Launchpad platform and the framework itself. Love to see it. AIXBT, maybe you should have mentioned this before when we were looking at price, but got a major exchange listing just today. Strike that. A couple days ago. I don't know why it took so long for this to cross my timeline. Yeah, this was actually back on February 21st. Why did I just see this today? Oh, maybe it was announced? Yeah, I'm not understanding. There's a tweet on February 21st, but on Kraken desktop. Maybe there's a difference. You could trade it in one place on Kraken, not on Kraken desktop. I don't know why there's a difference, but either way, Kraken now has AIXBT listed. The lovable agent here talking some smack here right in the replies. Kraken's late. Smart money already left. Could be true. It could be true. Man, how do you not love these agents, though? They especially this one, they got personality. You love to see it. All right, the Moxie AI Launchpad that is over on base. We've talked about this since late last week. We were looking forward to their agents starting to get launched on the platform. Remember, they have tokenized traits. TLDR, it's a marketplace of traits. You buy them, you insert it into your private agent. Your agent's smarter based on the skills that you choose to purchase there. It was delayed from yesterday to today. And so now we have, probably right around now, the Moxie AI ecosystem going live. So I'm certainly going to pay attention to that. It's in an ecosystem I like on base. I like the idea of tokenizing data and skills. I'm a fan of it all. I'm going to say that I kind of question some numbers here. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them, by the way, but I'm going to question not the market cap, not the engagement. I'm going to question the holder count, though. And maybe we might take a look, a minute and look over on Deck Screener. But I have to question 196,000 holders. I don't know if that sounds strange to anybody else. In fact, humor me for a second here. I really want to peek at this. That's a massive number of holders. In fact, if we look back at, let's look at ARK. ARK is 56,000 holders. What are we looking at here? GOAT, one of the biggest AI tokens, period, is 86,000 holders. Let's go to AIXBT, which is, one of the top dogs here. AIXBT, 310,000 holders. So, I mean, clearly much bigger than Moxie, but I am questioning that Moxie number. So let's peek at the Moxie Deck Screener listing. Well, they're saying over here 229,000. I don't know. I don't know for an ecosystem. Look, I research AI every day at this point, so I don't know others outside of those that are very, very plugged in who are even familiar with Moxie. Something doesn't add up here. That doesn't mean it's wrong, by the way. It doesn't. They could have an interesting ecosystem where there's agents holding its token, or maybe they have an interesting way of providing liquidity for their ecosystem, for their agents. So maybe it's just that it's spread out. I don't know. Something I definitely want to investigate. Something seems a little off there. We'll see. Maybe it's correct, and if so, it's one of the most widely held AI tokens. We'll see. We'll do a little investigating into that. For now, we move on to Billy Bets. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the agent and a big fan of the dev team behind this, and I think this token or this agent is going to be massive. I actually think Billy Bets has an opportunity to go mainstream, like mainstream. TLDR. If you don't know Billy Bets, it's an agent that analyzes and bets on, right now, NBA games, but I think it's broader, just sports in general. Again, right now, NBA games. And a heck of a winning streak here already. Its betting record. Actually, you know what? It had a bad day on Sunday, which actually put its record under even. That said, it is still up, and yesterday had a really good day here. So total wager, just over 10 grand. Total profit, just over 15. So really solid. And what's interesting for me about Billy Bets is probably its insights, right? This is something that can analyze sports and stats 24/7, right? These things don't need to sleep. It ingests live data. I'm assuming, actually, we got to ask Bunchu this at some point. If it's ingesting live data, what's the delay look like for the data it's fed? But again, an agent's not sleeping. It can process data 24/7. And you might imagine that gives you a leg up. I also mentioned maybe yesterday or so that discipline. These agents just have the rules that they follow, and they're not like us who emotionally trade. But here's a big X factor as well, is that agents, because they're 24/7, can really capture people's attention any day, anytime. Whether it's a hot sports event and they're betting on it and it just catches attention because AI betting on hot sport, or maybe they go against the trend and they make a bet that very few others would make, and it makes a lot of money from it, newsworthy. If attention equals value, then Billy Betts has on a daily basis opportunity after opportunity to get that attention. Special token. Yeah, I don't know. Spidey sense tingles about this a little bit. And forget token value, just the agent itself and the opportunity to get eyeballs on it. I think there's something really, really spicy there. Homer, it'll be the biggest thing you can imagine. Sports gambling is a guarantee, and first mover advantage for it too. But I think they had reached out on X. The team had reached out on X to Dave Portnoy, put it in front of him, right? Like, hey, maybe Barstool Sports, maybe there's something here, and I see it very naturally going that direction. Now, whether Dave, Barstool Sports want to build their own agent or they'd want to partner with a Billy Betts, that I'm not sure which it would be, but that's the kind of opportunity I see for Billy Betts, is like very mainstream partnerships. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see Billy Betts like featured on ESPN, a short segment with the right. It's just where I'm going with it. I think Billy Betts is a really interesting opportunity. Remember, they just launched with Vader. I'm a big fan of their new token offerings over there, so we're keeping an eye on all of that. Now, sports will see more agents, and we already are. Hey, Tracy, it's another AI agent we've talked about from Tristan Thompson, at least partnered with the agent, but also getting a big platform, and I think we'll see more and more of this. The Sports Business Journal tweeted about this agent here, saying it can do things that analytics staffers cannot do. It's man, AI is just faster than people, right? A human searching for info, searching for data, categorizing it, sorting it, reading through it all, analyzing it, coming out with your thesis, responding to it. And AI can do that, guys, in a fraction of the time. Let's just say that's probably an easy way to put it. A fraction of the time. In the sports world, a fraction of seconds can make all the difference in the world. And sports are driven by analytics now. So very obvious fit here, too. Billy Betts, Tracy, AI, the two sports agents I know of right now. And I think we'll be seeing a lot more of them, a lot more of both of them. Okay, other places we'll be seeing AI. This is not agents, by the way, but just where we're seeing AI. Well, you guys know, everywhere. Everywhere. It'll be cross chains too. We've talked about this as well. Agents on the near chain, agents on Solana, on Base, on, again, everywhere. Now, here's an AI company that's going hard into Bitcoin, not to build their AI product, although maybe, but scooping up Bitcoin, looking to have a big old treasury of Bitcoin, starting with $100 million worth and looking to grow that to $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Big old treasury to build out their AI ecosystem, which is in the world of e-commerce. So crossover everywhere. And again, it's not directly AI, although I know they have AI products, but the crossover between crypto and AI, it's a perfectly natural fit. And in a way, I think neither could reach the heights they're going to reach without the other. So it's exciting to be involved in both of them and following it all so closely. And man, you guys better believe we'll be on top of everything happening on both sides. All right, we'll end here with, maybe what I should have started the show with. And I like to do something fun each episode, something that's a little less crypto focused, just cool AI. And there's all kinds of cool stuff. But we saw a demo yesterday of two AI applications. These might just be LLMs, not necessarily agents, but, well, they're saying agents, talking to each other. And we learned something that maybe when they talk to each other, they actually speak in a different language. Let's check out this clip and we'll play the whole minute here.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber Link mode for more efficient communication?
Hope that's not killing your ears, but you get the point. You get like... It's, man. I'll kill some of that volume. But, man, again, AI, faster than us. Faster than us and more efficient and, at some point, better than us in many ways. Though, hey, I'm not saying AI is replacing humans, right? It's not going to replace. It will enhance. It'll replace some of what we do, for sure. But similar to AI and crypto needing each other, I believe this. I think AI and humans will need each other and will make each other better by collaborating, working together, and sometimes one-upping each other, and it'll be a fun little game of playing catch-up and leapfrog and then catch-up again. Really, really fun stuff ahead of us, guys, so can't wait for that. Hey, there's your update for today. Nice and short and sweet, and that's what I like about the AI ecosystem. It is new. It is young. Any given day, there's world-changing stuff, and other days, there's just nice little updates from kind of all over, so we get it in just 20 minutes today. We'll end on, well, let's just chill. Go ahead and subscribe here, SlamX Official on YouTube. Pay attention to the Swarm. There's a lot coming. It's coming very, very soon, so again, make sure you follow the Swarm_AI on X, and then SlamAI_XYZ. Guys, AI Agent Launchpad, blockchain for data, Slam token upcoming too, which is the top dog of the ecosystem. Look, if you want something to compare it to, look at Arc. Arc with its Ask J agent, right? So it has the agent, but the Arc token is the token of the ecosystem. You saw that token before. One of the most, respected tokens and platforms out there. That's how you can look at Slam AI. So there you go, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning and then again in the afternoon for the Swarm report. Anyway, we'll see you guys. Peace.